Do you know what happened? The ring world broke and millions died. But if you pursue something to extinction, you chase your prey to their very end. At some point, they are going to fight back.
Go.
The Avengers fought back and killed the world killers, recovering what was lost.
What's that noise, Sam? I think the ship's under attack, which puts us in a tough spot. Bad guy's boat gets destroyed, we die. Bad guys win, we die later. Well then, I hope they blow this thing to bits, but it doesn't look like that's what happens first. We've got company.
Declarative termination order given. Declarative proximity
Hello, friends. Rest easy. All is well. Let's get you free, and then Manifold will jump us back out of here. We can't leave yet, Jess. We're not the only ones here. We have to save the others as well. The bridge of the Builders command vessel.
Ah!
There they are. We've got them. Let's get them out of those tubes, and then we can get the hell out of here. Are you in communication with our fleet, Widow? Yes, we're all wired into Cap. Tell him we're going to send a message. Minutes later. How you feel, champ? You know that thing where you wake up and it's like a dog crapped in your mouth? Yes. No. Yes? This is worse. Wake up, evil princess. Nightmare's over. It's only us Avengers here. No, it's not. Look.
And then what happened, Abyss? What did she do?
The others saw her turn and leave, but there was more. She spoke to me in my mind. She said, "Come find us." Above Builder-controlled Hala.
When the Builders fled, I sent a Super Guardian task force to track them. We know that their fleet reassembled here, several light years from Hala, and then continued on their previous outbound path. Guardsman Manta has also reported that their single remaining world killer went critical from the damage sustained in our battle. So the Builders have lost their ability to destroy a world. It seems our one victory was actually two. The question is, what do we do now?
What do you mean, what now? We cut them, and they bleed. Now we follow the trail and finish them.
I'm still catching up, but hundreds of worlds lost, more than half our fleet gone, and you want to try and hunt them down? Are you sure you've thought this through?
Death is its own reward, and one worth seeking. I have assembled my annihilation wave, and I have birthed many new blue drones, all ready to serve their queen.
The Brood Horde are located here. Is there a Stargate we can convert at the edge of this spiral galaxy, Mentor?
It's a deep space conduit, Magister. There are actually 3. Our in-transit Super Guardian team can jump ahead of the Builder fleet and reach them in time. They can be reconfigured to access the negative zone, if you wish it.
At which point, we will unleash a second great annihilation wave into this universe, the first of which was almost the end of us all. Can you control the wave, Annihilus?
No.
So, we risk all of this for the possible purpose of saving your world.
All our worlds, Gladiator. Even if it's true they're after Earth. Look at what they have done. Look at what they have taken as they moved through this universe. We have been forced into this. Our choices are limited.
Choices? You think there are more than one?
Yes, I do. It's true we could do what you're planning. We can always fight. We're all very good at fighting. But maybe since we've gained the appearance of an upper hand, maybe we talk to them.
No! This has gone too far for it to end without them bleeding out on the end of my
Hold, Warlord Clerk. The bold captain has won the day once already. I want to hear what he plans, especially since the builders have rejected almost every attempt at communication to date.
Up until now, we haven't held the sky above a throne world under the control of a builder. What are you thinking, Steve? I think it's time we had a chat. Hala. I know that look. You have a question, don't you? Why do you stay? I am over 600,000 years old, Accuser Ronin. There are many places I have stayed. Many I have left. Ask a more direct question. There are hundreds of council ships in orbit around Hala. Ships that defeated your fleet. Ships captained by great warriors who certainly see the military significance of this empire and are not afraid to act on it. Why do you stay? Because this is my world. Because you bent your knee, and you do not realize your position. Supremor, tell your accuser how beaten we builders are. Tell him what happens next. Based on observed behavior, 99.7% chance that the scattered builder fleet reassembles. Reassembly a certainty. There is a 72.5% chance that the builder fleet continues on along their previously projected path. There is a 27% chance that the builder fleet returns to deal with the remaining Council Armada. Such a conflict would result in Council defeat in 83.2% of simulated battles. Yes. And under all of these scenarios, what is the projected percentage that you Kree remained under builder control? Assuming natural attrition of insignificant worlds and prioritizing of significant world groups, 70.1%. I stay because this world is mine. Better for the Kree that I do not have to break it, maintaining its proper place. What is this?
To the builder holding the world below. To the builder holding the world below. I am Gladiator, Magister of the Shi'ar Empire, and we wish to parley.
Elsewhere.
There! Are you sure this is the right place?
Yes. Just like with you, once our minds touched, I could follow her to the edge of the universe if I... She's here. Hello. Thank you for coming. I am grateful.
Did you come alone?
No, we are all here. What? It's true. How can this be? How is this possible, Ex Nihilo? How does your abyss yet live?
I don't understand what you mean. An Aleph contains 2 eggs. One light, one dark. One day, one night. I am Ex Nihilo. She is Abyss. We are as we have always been. 2, not 1.
We have not been that way for a very long time. All of our Abyssi died mysteriously thousands and thousands of years ago. I have to know, what makes the 2 of you so special?
I create life. She judges the work. How did your Abyssi die?
Don't you see, X? The builders made them stop seeding worlds. Who am I without you? And what are you if not life-giving? This is wrong!
Is this true?
Yes. When the new universal superstructure was created, we were all recalled and forbidden from harvesting worlds. No more gardens.
And instead of creating life, you are relegated to being, at best, body servants for those that made us, or at worst, killers of worlds. Well, no more! No more!
Hala.
Then we are agreed.
I agreed that there is an order to our universe, and this falls well within it. I agree to one representative, and one only.
Very well.
See, as predicted, all things yield to the greater agency. Assemble your accusers, Ronin. Fill the parade ground with your people. Let them all watch what follows.
It will be done.
Make sure you do it well. You are about to witness an end to our little war. The Shi'ar battleship Lilandra.
They have agreed. The Builder will accept one man to negotiate an end to the hostilities, so the captain was right to sue for peace. But I do not trust them. I don't think any of us should. I have looked into the eyes of many men who wanted to kill me. I do not think any peace gained is for the long term. They want to eradicate us.
Of course they do. Yeah? Then what are we doing, Cap? Look at the board, Carol. This victory changed nothing. We remain outgunned, fractured, and, because they have taken so many worlds, we've lost the only real advantage we had. We're outmanned. So why are we still going to meet with them even though they have ill intent? Because there's really only one move we have left to make. We surrender. The Shi'ar battleship Lilandra, above builder-controlled Hala. You sure this is going to work, Cap? It's got a chance, Carol. Which is better than no chance. Which is where we are if we try and chase the reassembling builder fleet, or close our eyes and pretend like this is all over somehow. Yeah, but if you've taken a good look around, I see people on the verge of breaking. We can't take much more. No, we can't. So, is this going to work? It has to.
Captain! It's done.
Hala. Events unfold, Builders. The rebel worlds have requested a negotiation for the end of hostilities.
Do these overtures have merit?
This message came from a Shi'ar Strontian subspecies whose biological indicators exist within our xenobase. Markers imply truthfulness. Subtext indicates more.
Then accept the diplomat. Demand terms that properly leverage survival and longevity in the local sphere.
We will drop the interference for the system-wide communication network.
Yes, we will omnicast the removal of this nuisance. How better to end all further resistance?
Agreed. You provide the platform. I will deliver the lesson. You have summoned all that I have requested, Ronin. The Highborn, the Blues, and both the military and political classes. You have called forth your judges.
Yes. The accusers are here. All of them.
Then summon the rebel diplomat. Let this person land here and let them bend their knee. For all of Hala and all the universe to see. For you to witness. This will be the finest day in the history of the Kree Empire! The hidden city of Orelon. He was a healer. Millennia ago, when inhuman royalty fractured, a few tribes scattered across the stars. Fewer still one day returning home. Most simply scattered across the earth, long hidden amongst humanity. The Lore are one of these lost houses, possessing only a single stolen shard of a Terrigen crystal. For these inhuman outcasts, the great change, Terrigenesis, could only occur once a generation. And even then, for only a very few. They prayed their mists would bring their people the very best of gifts. Great minds, strong warriors, builders, makers. They prayed for the few, and all the others did their best with what they were born with. He was a healer. It'll itch while it knits, Jor, but it'll heal straight and true. You'll be back on the rocks before you know it. Just promise me next time you go climbing, you'll pack a better rope, yeah?
Thanks, healer. I promise.
His name was Thane, the son of Thanos, and his father has crossed the stars to kill him. New York, after the fall of Adelan.
What is this? What has he done?
The voice of Black Bolt activated the Terrigen bomb. The bomb was a delivery system for Terrigenesis, a catalyst for the change. A machination of Maximus the Mad, the bomb converted sound to light and mapped the Terrigen to nitrogen, triggering a cascading worldwide change. Global Terrigenesis. And as the Terrigen cloud expanded, all those with inhuman DNA in their genetic code began to receive their birthright. Some would change slowly, others quickly. But the world, it was changed forever. Good. This should be finished with blood on our hands.
Ha!
Where is the boy, Black Bolt? Where is my son?
You will tell me.
Where is he? Where?
There is a belief among the Inhumans that Terrigenesis simply reveals who you truly are, that it erases the lie and uncovers the truth. Thane had always feared what hid inside of him, that he could not escape it, that his lineage was his true legacy, that he was his father's son, and the Terrigenesis would erase all doubt.
Enough. Keep your secrets. Carry them with you to the grave.
Where are you hiding, child? Thanos came to Earth to kill his son, just as he had killed all of his other children across the galaxy. Thanos spent his life chasing death. He did not yet know that he had spawned it. Hala.
All our hopes resting on a single person. Our future dependent on surrender. Is this how far we've fallen?
What does pride matter now? Time for debate has ended, Warlord. We know we cannot win. So, regardless of how badly we wish to battle on, for now we appear strong and beg for time. The good captain has made his case.
The shuttle's landed.
He barters for us all, Captain. You're sure you sent the right person?
Of that, I have no doubt. I sent my best negotiator.
Unarmed, my friend. The builders have seen you in action. They recognize formidable when it appears before them.
Hear me, Father. Am I worthy? If so, may I find your favor this day. See my heart, and not just my hand. As requested, unarmed. Shall we haggle now like weak men?
You think there's a bargain to be had here? There is no bargain. I understood, so that you rebels might survive and your worlds remain unrazed, you would be surrendering this day. Was I ill-informed? Was I misled?
Your understanding of the matter is not wrong. I am here to officially end the hostilities by yielding the field to you. But I will be demanding assurances.
It is wise to ask, less so to demand. Assurances, you say? Come closer. Here are your assurances. You will submit or perish. You will kneel, or your fellow warriors will lose everything they hold dear. All that is left is surrender. On your knees. This is good. Does it not suit you better? Is this not your natural state? You have saved so very many by yielding here today, but you should know, you have not saved your Earth. There is no saving that world. We will reduce it to atoms, burnt to nothing with the power of 1,000 suns. And do you know why? Humanity is a plague, not just to this galaxy or even this universe. It is a sickness that exists in every universe that has been or ever will be. A festering wound that must be cauterized. A blight on the great canvas that is everything.
Magister, we have incoming.
What is it?
A reckoning.
Your victory here is hollow. Others live, but your kind will die with you. And how dare you think it could have ended any other way? Humanity should have the good sense to know their story is over. Mankind should know they are done.
And what if I am not just a man?
What?
They can be broken, so they can be beaten.
You don't understand. This means everything dies.
You first! Above this world are free men and women fighting for their people throughout the galaxy. Those who would die before yielding their liberty to yoke. Are you a free man, Ronin?
Yes.
And there are other free men and women here as well. Those who would stand and be counted. Those who would fight until they fall or are victorious.
There are.
Then call them out. There is battle waiting for the righteous.
Accusers! Are you with me?
Look, a builder has fallen, and once free Hala is now free again. You have succeeded, Avenger. Again. What follows after this?
Now, we win. The Shi'ar battleship Lilandra. Captain Universe should have her covered by now. She hasn't, because something's wrong.
Yes, something's wrong. That's very astute of you, Ex Nihilo. What gave it away? The universe-spanning war, perhaps? All of that is the external evidence of a larger underlying problem.
Lady, I've got all the problems I can handle right now. No time for any more. But what if the Mother could solve all your problems? I'll believe it when I see it. The question is, when you see it, will you believe it? When was the last time you saw a miracle, Captain?
Hala. Your heart rate is elevated to dangerous levels, Technician. You risk under-oxygenation and loss of cognitive function. You were installed with a second heart for a reason. Re-regulate immediately. Remain calm and continue. You have a full 6 minutes to complete repairs until total data loss and my unfortunate demise.
Primary power re-established. Cycling off the secondary, rebuilding shell and backing up data now.
An estimated 3 minutes until we reach the safety threshold. Supremo, I have a question.
You may ask, Technician.
We were not there, so, are the rumors true? Did a builder die?
Under the guise of a white flag, the Council World sought to parley, to sue for peace, their survival trumping total victory. They were to negotiate, they were to surrender. Instead, they sent the Terran Thunder God, full of wrath and ill intent. He drew the Builder close, only to strike him down and stoke the fires of revenge. He called it freedom, but I saw it for what it truly was. An anomaly, a lucky blow that felled a giant.
1 minute until full containment. An anomaly, Supremo.
Is there anything more damned in the known universe? Yes, an anomaly. And so I let it be known. This victory was nothing.
What?
This changes nothing. They are still Legion. The forces of the Galactic Council are shattered. All that has happened here is a blight on Hala that we must hope the Builders do not see the need to remove. Forever.
Supremo, we are a mighty people, warriors who have conquered a galaxy. We have been given a second chance to show the universe what we truly are. We must take it. Our honor demands it.
I do not care for performances, Accuser. This is not some great play acted out on a stage called the universe. Your honor is nothing. Against the long history of our people that I carry in my memories, you are nothing. You are all nothing. What are a billion lives when measured against the trillions spanning the long history of our people? What good is a moment when compared to all our history?
This moment is everything. It is our moment.
So now, the accusers and the armies of the Empire go to their deaths, and we are left to pay for their sins.
The Lalandra, now.
We are approaching our target, Camellia. Ronan, you wish your accusers to lead the retaking of this world.
Yes,
Then they await your order in the staging area.
I will give it in person, as I will lead them into battle myself.
On Camellia 3, the accusers catch the Builders by surprise, overrunning their army of Alephs and freeing the world. The Camillian cavalry rejoin the war. On Centauri 4, the survivors of the destruction of Galador marshaled that world's bowmasters. The Space Knights could not save their planet, but they did save another. The Skrull warlords won on Corum Prime, but with a heavy cost. But none paid as heavily as the Shi'ar, who battled alongside the Avengers where the fighting was hottest. They paid on Rigel. They died on Formuat. They lost on Chais. The Lalandra.
We have news from the Formuat and Chais fronts.
Go on.
We are at a stalemate on the first, but we will not be able to hold that line. We have lost the latter. Heavy casualties.
Damn! We're losing all our momentum!
Yes, so we have no other choice now, do we?
We face diminishing probabilities. If we wait much longer, It will not matter.
What are you going to do?
The enemy of my enemy, Carol. Send the word. Open the gates of hell.
We need to signal the advance team to power up the linked stargates. All the emergency beacons prepared to be activated.
Yes, Mentor.
Then proceed. Open the gateway to the negative zone. Release the annihilation wave. Shala and Kithri, save us all. 4 cycles ago, the annihilation wave ripped through this universe from the dimension called the negative zone. Annihilus came to conquer. Only after the death of empires, the destruction of worlds, and the loss of billions was he defeated. How desperate have we become that he is the last of our hopes.
Kill all builders.
Hive swarm emerging from localized wormhole. Secondary point. Some place the rebels refer to as the negative zone. A failed pocket universe resting inside an existing one. Like a tumor. And hive minds. How simple. We've created millions of life forms. How easy to tweak a single one. Turn, creature. Devour yourselves.
The Lalandra. The drones are attacking one another. I can't believe that was it. Our last gambit. Our final effort. All we had left. Mentor, summon my son. Rally all the super and sub-guardians.
Magister.
No, not Magister. I will die as I lived, as gladiator, praetor of the Imperial Guard. This is the end, my friend. Unless saved by some unforeseen miracle, we die, and I would face it head on.
A miracle? It's all mathematics, really. Probabilities. Various races have different definitions. The Shi'ar on this vessel have defined it as the whole cipher, an event occurring once in every 100 million microcycles. The Strontians' 5th maxim mark it as 1 in 50 million. The humans, by Littlewood's law, say a miracle happens once every million seconds. We know better. We have all seen more, experienced more. We know the odds are more in the order of 1 billion to 1. Have you ever wondered why that is?
We also know the average sentient world in this universe was designed to naturally hold roughly 2 billion people. Maybe one person finding their perfect other is a miracle. But we do know, for a fact, that this is the rate at which life occurs on suitable worlds.
And yet, all around us, the universe is dying. How can we watch and do nothing any longer? Are we not ex nihilo? Are we not life itself? Brothers, sisters, today we bend probability. We need a miracle. We need life.
I was asleep, and I feared I would not wake. I remember a light, and then a crash, shaking, violence, and then nothing. A day is coming soon when I will close my eyes forever. But not yet. No, not yet, Mother. Your first children have become unruly. Oh, yes, I see.
The Builder command vessel.
Impossible.
Hello.
Alephs, stop her!
Why? When did death become your way, my child? Even when you stopped worshipping me, you revered life. Why this?
Because the universe is dying. I know. All the universes are dying, and there's only one way to save this one. Destroy the Axis Point, and perhaps save them all. Yes, but you're going to be too late, and even if you weren't, I still would not let you. Why? I've lost something, and now I have to find it. Our cause is no longer yours, and we will not stop! And I do not believe that you are going to stop us. Are you, Mother? He will build no more. Will you? Kill her. No, you've destroyed them! You've destroyed us all! If I retreat, it is to the safety of another universe. What you have done changes nothing. It will continue. If not here, then somewhere else, beyond the superflow and the other places. But I leave you a gift, Mother. May it be the end of everything you hold dear.
Declarative. Receiving Black Band command from the Builders. Declarative. Victory unachievable. Declarative. The code is lost. Declarative. Erasure protocols enacted. Declarative. Self-destruct all systems. Declarative. Destroy everything. Declarative. Destroy everything.
The Fall of Attilan. I don't know. You do the math. You check, double check. But the variables, Lockjaw, the variables make any assurances folly. So, I don't know. Was it worth it? I would die for nothing. But my brother, Black Bolt, has ideals. He believed in the bomb. He believed in Terrigenesis. And he believed in the two of us. Are you ready? Woof! Then we continue. Australia. Here we are again.
Yes, alone at the very end of the world.
And what do we do about it? Is it not bad enough that our world is at war? Now we have to decide the fate of two entire worlds. Of two entire universes. What decision is there, T'Challa? Do we even have options right now beyond the antimatter device? And are we... Wait! Look! There! Something is approaching from the other Earth. It can't be.
Declarative. Greetings, human types. Query. Consideration of an overture.
What do you want? What are you? I know this thing, Reed. It's an Aleph. There's nothing it can say that'll make me trust it. There's nothing we want that it can offer.
Declarative. Come with me. Declarative. My master wants you to watch us destroy a world.
Wakanda. On your feet! The great city has never fallen! But how can it stand if you do not? I'll fight, but they've oh no! Here they come again! Our first feint with an entire wing of ships caused the Wakandans to spread their forces evenly. They were not prepared for a second suicidal wave, all concentrating on a single spot. We've made a slight crack in the walls of the Golden City. You saw the inherent weakness, Corvus. Your plan appears to have worked. Will it be enough?
Of course it will, Supergiant. Have you read this planet's history of warfare? The Alexander, the Napoleon, the Kaiser, the Hannibal, the Khan. A pittance. Corvus is the greatest general this world has ever seen.
And yet, each day the sun sets, and I am defeated by you. We must fight our way through the beach. Open the way for our armies. What would please you, wife? To witness the breaking, or to lead the way into the city?
I want to kill them all so badly.
Then a gift, my love. First blood is yours in the Golden City.
A universe away. Oh, my stars and garters.
In our seemingly unending string of bad choices, this one, I think, has the potential to be our worst.
Let's just keep an eye on the clock, Namor. Regardless of how this goes, time is our real enemy here.
Yes, 6 hours. 6 hours for the incursion. 6 hours to save our world.
One foot in front of the other. Remember what we have at the necropolis. What are...
Declarative. Scanning for anomalies. Declarative. Safety and security for our masters. Declarative. Clear. Declarative. Proceed inside.
Welcome, humans. Please, do the honor of joining us. We have much to discuss. And a world to see the end of.
Wakanda. Hold them! Hold! We cannot let their army into the city! Is that so? Am I not already inside these walls? Then the city is as good as mine already. I am an army unto myself. Yeah! No! No more! Well struck, my queen. We've won nothing yet. See? A stick with a pointy metal end. You must be joking, child. Let me show you something sharper. Protect the queen! Protect the queen! Ah! Get behind! Ah! Reinforcements will be here soon. We should know. Order them to fall back. We have to regroup within the city. Tell them we'll rally at the Great Hall.
They have retreated, General. We kept one for questioning.
Good. Good. Where do they keep the gem, little one? Where does the panther call home? The queen lives in the castle. No, not the female panther. The man. Where does he live?
In the city of the dead, necropolis, outside the city.
Good. Signal the ship. Tell Thanos of our success.
Do you know what I am?
That looks like an ex nihili. That definitely is an Aleph. I spent some time on a learning tree once. You're a builder, aren't you?
Yes, a creator, and this, an engineer. I asked the Aleph to observe the incursion point, Earth, between our two universes, hoping that some type of evolved product of the species would manifest there. And look, you did not disappoint. But time grows short, so I will not excuse me, builder. A problem.
What is the... Wakanda, the necropolis.
And what of the tribute, my lord?
My son was not in the city before it was destroyed. I will continue to search. Have you located the gem?
We have, as of yet, found no evidence of it. We will continue to search, but you should know that we've also found some rather interesting things here. Items that might interest you.
Show me.
This place was sealed up tight. Understandable once we saw what was inside. Look, Thanos. They are building weapons. Antimatter projection systems. A perfect way to destroy the world. What a beautiful thing.
Interesting. So these earthbound heroes have been busy creating machines of death. How delightfully unexpected. Is there more?
Yes, there's a prison.
I'm beginning to like these humans.
So, as you can see, Thanos, the secret brotherhood has captives of some interest. This one, Talex, was once a herald of Galactus. He is known to us, but this other one is not. What would you have me do with them, my lord? Let the animals loose from their cages to bloody their mouths on their captors.
Yes. Would you care to free us, tyrant? I think not. A hidden inhuman tribe. The gem is lost, located in the great southern crevice of Greenland. All these men are liars and kings. The sun is there. The son of Thanos is in lore. Ah, a mind web. The infectious networked remnants of a whisperer. Artifacting leftover from a possession. I can tell you the effects will pass. There are no whisperers in this universe, but in the past, we have studied them in yours.
Excuse me, I have to ask. Where are you from? You know about this thing, so did your species begin in our universe?
Where anyone begins is inconsequential, human. It's where you end up that matters. For us, it was the entire multiverse. Was. Yes, a very short time ago, we moved freely from universe to universe, accessing each from the other space that existed between them, the superflow. But all that has collapsed, destroyed. The superflow, fractured and no longer able to be safely navigated. The harbinger of the end of everything, which my people have pledged to prevent. Which is why we are speaking. As right now, a group of entities, such as yourself, have just defeated the builders existing in your universe.
How do you know that?
Especially considering that you no longer have the access to what you profess to possess.
Bring it in. This failed, dying thing is a builder, useless and done, but a container nonetheless. It escaped here from your universe.
From ours? That's some coincidence.
Swimming for the nearest island when lost at sea is not good fortune, human. It is proximity. Do I need to point out how close our two realities currently are? So, the point of this conversation. Shall we get to it?
What is this?
This vessel is a world killer. Its purpose, its name, and its cause is virtuous. You must know by now that the Earth is the access point for the death of everything. You must know by now that the Earth is the access point for the death of everything. You must know what conclusion must be drawn from this fact.
No, that's not true. The cascading effect of other dying universes is increasing. The rate of all things dying. Killing a single Earth is like comparing a pebble to a planet. You're thinking too small.
Oh, I agree. Incrementalism is a waste of time. But ask yourself, what if we killed all the Earths? All of them. We believe that would save everything. And if not save it, then at least prolong it, preserving a more natural end to our existence. However, our world killer is too large to travel through the incursion point, and you have done the disservice of defeating the builders of your local space. Tell me, human, Do you possess the ability to destroy your own world? Yes, we do. Then, what are you waiting for? The mistake was giving them hope. All eyes in the universe were watching when Hala was reclaimed by its people. Everyone saw Thor victorious. And on the thousands of worlds the invaders had touched, that message resonated. Rise and tear down these builders. Fight and reclaim your worlds. Believe it can be done, for you have seen it with your own eyes. Docrum 7. On your feet, Oracle! There, in the central square! That's the last Aleph standing in the capital. One more time then, Captain, if we have one more time left in us. No need. It's already done. Alert the fleet! Tell them your world is free again, just as it should be. As it is, and the people love you for it. What do... Take a look. Whose idea was that? Why? This war was not won by an empire, ours or any other. It was not won by the council who broke. No, every time the battle turned, it was you Earthers, you Avengers, that won the day. You held at the behemoth. You turned the world killers on their masters over Hala. And then you broke the enemy with a single man and a hammer that was thrown around the sun. We rallied to you, good Captain. We rallied to your standard. Docrum 7 is free again, and it is an Avengers world. The Builders were defeated on planet after planet. Some worlds were freed by great and storied warriors, some by heroes unknown. All fought under the same banner. Chimer was an Avengers world. Centauri Prime was an Avengers world. And at the end, they were all Avengers worlds. And they had won the day. Later.
They say the local fare is too hearty, much too potent for a simple human. I told them they don't know Steve Rogers. To the victors.
Uh-huh. What's the worst that could happen? I end up in the hospital? Gah! Burns a bit.
I spoke with Gladiator. He's more than happy to provide us a vessel for the voyage home.
Speak of the devil. What brings you planetside, Magister? Joining in the festivities?
I wish it were so, my friend. The universal net has been re-established, and we are finally able to communicate with other systems. I'm sorry, but I bring grave news about your world. Earth has fallen.
The hidden inhuman city of Orelon. What did... Oh, God! What happened here? All this pain, all this death. Why, you happened, Thane, son of Thanos. That's not possible. I've spent my life trying to erase that. Helping people. I save lives, I do not end them. I'm not like him. I'm a healer. Not anymore, you're not. You Inhumans believe that Teragenesis reveals who you really are. If that is true, then there is no denying your lineage. Look at what you have done. Your inhumanity reveals the tyrant. Thanos spent his life chasing death. It seems now that he has spawned it. If that's true, then how are you still among the living? I am the Ebony Maw, Thane, a student of preparedness, and shielded in a Class 1 defense field. Trust me, if I was not wearing it, I would be as dead as all these poor souls. Why are you here? I see
opportunity. A chance to increase my stature. Right now, that means helping you control your gift.
This is not a gift!
Life is a commodity that most will pay anything to keep. You have the ability to instantly change the very economics of existence. Its power, Thane. It is a gift.
I don't care about threats and leverage, monster, but if a suit will keep me from hurting people, then maybe this is the gift.
Call it whatever you will, Thane. But the containment armor is strong enough that you would have to physically touch someone to use your new abilities.
Then, I thank you, Ma.
Gratitude is overrated.
What?
To say nothing of being a tad bit premature. Best wait to see what follows. Best wait to see your father.
Wakanda, the necropolis.
What's the word, wrench? Can you make it hum?
We cracked the skin, sure enough. But the guts are tough to stick without spilling antimatter everywhere. She was built tight.
Try again. Try until you succeed. So very much depends on it.
Still no luck, Master. The secret brotherhood that made these did so with great care. This will take us some time.
You displease me, Corvus. I would tell you to seek out one of these Illuminati and make him surrender the secrets of this weapon. But you might not like what you hear. Perhaps you need a subtler touch, a more direct way to gain the knowledge.
Understood. I will find the information we need.
With some delicacy, servant. We cannot afford to break the inhuman. He might still have some uses. Remember, this one used to call himself a king. Another world dies while time continues to run out on ours. Collapsing space-time and the end of everything. Is there something wrong with me that I'm happy we only have to deal with a simple planetary invasion? Of course there is, Anthony. The question is where to start. The space tyrant, or securing his son. Who knows what has happened while we were off-planet?
I think that they might hold the answers to your question, Black Panther. At the very least, they can point us in the right direction.
Hoof!
Very good, King. Very good. Give me what my master desires. There. I have the unlocking sequence for the weapon, Thanos. The control device, a trigger, is actually a secondary mechanism located elsewhere in this slab. Knowledge I now possess as well. The bomb is yours.
Good. I will want you to... finally a word from the Whisperer. Your prolonged absence demands an explanation, Ebony Maw.
I fear, Master, that no accounting would suffice. All excuses pale in comparison to your will, but perhaps a gift, a small measure of atonement.
What do you have for me, servant?
Only your son. The boy is trussed up tight and ready for the knife. Do I please you, Master?
Very much. I have your location. Wait there with the tribute. Corvus, Proxima, prepare a vessel. We leave immediately.
And what would you have me do, Master?
Prepare your bomb, Supergiant. When I have killed my son, we will use the weapon to deal with this damned world once and for all. Look! No. It's unthinkable. Wakanda's defenses have been breached. The shining city is overrun. We go now. Wait, it's worse! The early warning system we erected in Acropolis, as well as the alarms in the lab, have both been triggered. They have access to the bombs. Woof! He's got quite a nose, this one. Just like I've got quite a brain. Lockjaw says Black Bolt is here. I'm thinking he's in a pinch, and knows a little something about what you've been building. Isn't this fun? No? Why does it seem like I'm the only one enjoying this? Goddess forgive me, but if they have the weapons we've built, we have no choice. Teleport us to Necropolis. We take the dead city first, and hope our delay doesn't make Wakanda the same. Orlon. Just as I promised, the tribute. Well done, Ma. You're an irritant, but you never disappoint. It pleases me that I please you, Master. So, this is the very last of my offspring. Take a deep breath, boy. Enjoy it. You have so very few left. Why are you doing this? Because you keep me awake at night. The very idea of you out there existing. And soon all that will end. Why is he in a Class 1 containment field, Ma? Interesting thing about him, Thanos. He has a... Master! Came from nowhere, out of system. Watch post overrun. They're coming. They're coming. What is it, Corvus? A message, Master. Something's happened on Titan. The watch station has been knocked offline, Magister, and the gas giant hides our shadow.
Very good, Oracle. Well, shall we wage one more battle for the ages?
I did not drag a portion of my remaining fleet all the way out here for leisure, Gladiator. And you, Accuser.
I came to judge the guilty, as are all who stand against those who liberated the Kree.
Count the Shi'ar among your number as well, for you have earned that, Captain. The fleet is yours one last time. We await your orders.
Then consider the order given. Jump us to Earth. There's one last world that needs saving. The Shi'ar battleship Lilandra, en route to the Terran solar system. Izzy, I know, right? Yeah. Do you think that... Traitors! The both of you. Traitors! This is a total betrayal. How could you go behind my back like this? We're standing right in front of you, and that's what makes it even worse. Aw, come on, Bobby. Can't you be happy for me? For us? Right. Us? Yeah, Sam, I'm messing with you, idiot. Oh, and you're making a huge mistake, Izzy. I know. Can we talk about it later? Maybe in my room? Seriously? No, I'm messing with you, idiot. So, it's time? Uh-huh. I came to get you guys because Caps called everyone together and you weren't responding. Big speech before the big attack, I guess. Must be. I've got an alert status from Gladiator as well. The Imperial Guard has been activated. This feels so wrong. Listen, you shouldn't feel guilty for 1 second. So what if everyone else up here is sad and alone? You deserve a bit of happiness while everyone else is miserable. That's not what he knows. He's joking because it's easier. None of us thought this was what coming home would be like. Titan, moon of Saturn.
Done! Splatter him good!
Ha! Nicked him in the leg. Done missed the center again. You need more practicing, grr. Tired of the meager pickings here, Doc. Need some real game. Not no weak prey like Lizard and you. Aha! If you shoot me, I bleed. Why you know? I know you no good at words, Doc, but why you... Ah!
We secured the moon! Scuttled any vessels they had, knocked out all the weapons systems. These two were most likely on perimeter watch. Fair to assume long-range comms. Do you want me to send someone after him? Don't bother, Manta. We just didn't want to be worrying about dogs nipping at our heels. If he calls, he calls. Hell, let him. I want Thanos to know we're coming to take our planet back. The Peak, headquarters of the Sentient World Observation and Response Department.
Is it ready?
It is, Black Dwarf. Created exactly as requested.
Good. We have received word from Thanos, who heard the screams from Titan. We are to expect visitors. Well, let them come. We will be ready for and repel them. Our master has commanded it.
Yes, to prove to him you are worthy again. That we all are.
What did you say? What did you say?
Only that you would probably want to erase your shortcomings from Thanos' memory. Sir, forgive me, I meant no disrespect.
Consider it erased from my memory. Prepare the station. Alert all vessels. Make ready for war.
The fleet. I'll see you there. That's the information that we have from Iron Man. The mad titan Thanos has invaded Earth. His armada surrounds the planet, and, believe it or not, this whole thing appears to be motivated by an overdue, unyielding desire to commit infanticide. Mad tyrant indeed. All this? To kill his kid? Does that make sense to anyone?
Yes.
It's Thanos. Expecting some type of rationality to win out is pointless. And frankly, I don't care what he wants. I just want to send him and his forces running as fast as they can from our world.
And if they do not run, let it be because they find themselves unable to do anything but crawl.
There's a plan forthcoming, I presume.
We're going to need to break the blockade. We're fairly certain they have full control of the orbital station, though, and the Peak presents a major problem.
This peak may be formidable, but surely a single station cannot have that kind of firepower.
Well, the first one didn't, but Earth seems to have a consistent invasion problem, so it got rebuilt. Better. The good news is that we know the base. We have schematics and, more than that, personal experience inside the station. This is a job that can be done. And we have a pretty good idea of how to do it, which is where all of you come in.
Whatever the need, my Imperial Guard will be ready.
So, the station, a micro problem needing a surgical solution. The blockade, a macro one met by, I assume, our fleet. Which leaves only the problem of your world. Yeah, existing. We've got that one. So, here's what we're going to do. Inner system, space between Earth and Mars. Jumps completed. On our final approach now. A Forerunner is confirmed with the Shi'ar long-range scans picked up. We're basically going to be crashing a blockade. As expected. Numbers? The Council world spared what they could in the hopes that we would overwhelm the pirates, send them running when they saw what was coming. But they've got about what we have. And in addition to that, they're fresh, rested, not broken and beaten, like beasts waiting on wounded prey. Something you want to say, Eden? I'm tired. I can't believe what I just lived through. And now I have to do it again. And this time with the lives of my family and people at stake. It seems futile and unending. How do you keep going? How do you make sense of it? Faith? Fate? Don't over-mythologize it, kid. Believe whatever you want. Just make sure you hit the other guy before he hits you. Knock his ass out. Listen to Carol, Eden. I'm not a believer in heroic quests undertaken by men and women of fate. There is no hero's journey. There's just life and how we choose to live it. Do you know what you are supposed to do? Yes. Wait until we're engaged, then jump a team behind their lines. Open the door when no one's looking. That's right. Do your job, because we are all depending on you. That's all anyone can ask. Your best. Carol, we need to go check on the crash shuttle. It's in Hangar 7. You okay? Yeah. Hang in there.
Steve Rogers and Carol Danvers are great warriors. I am honored to call them my friends. But they could not be more wrong. Out there are gods and men and all creatures in between. They were born, and all will die, but each one with a purpose. Surely I tell you that the universe has conspired to put the world in our very hands. It is a test for titans, and only we can save it. Your entire life has led to this day. You were born for this. As was I. Will you join me in teaching the oldest lesson of all?
Wakanda, 4 hours ago. Well, I feel like my mother's calling. We were only gone for a few days, Anthony. Care to explain what happened to the house? Hi, Mom. I know it looks bad, but I'm really glad you're back. Me too, Tony. Where are you now? Wakanda. It's possible that Thanos... wait, you know about Thanos. When the universal net popped back up, I got the message you sent. Yeah, I know about Thanos. Okay, so his crew might have, gained access to some doomsday weaponry, and they're located here in Wakanda. Me and some others are moving to stop them. Well, we're on our way and we'll be there soon. We've got to deal with the blockade first. But once we punch through, I'll beeline it to the Shining City. Negative, Steve. We're going now. And more importantly, I'm sending you coordinates to where Thanos will be. He's the primary target. We'll take care of this. And I'll see you there. Okay. Hey, did everyone make it through? I don't think any of us are completely whole after what we've been through. But we haven't lost anyone yet. Good luck. See you soon. Near Earth, now.
Fleet Vector Lydia. We hide our approach in the moon's shadow.
Why hide? They know we're coming.
No one wants to get there sooner than we do, Klurt. We're just waiting for the green light to go. A signal from the peak station. Which we've just received. Coded message. We're in.
Care to enlighten us, Captain?
We put out a call for assistance when we were on Titan. We might have some inside help. The hope is that they can bring the peak's defenses down from inside. Save us from doing 3 things instead of 2. Either way, the signal means it's time. Let's go! The peak, headquarters of the Sentient World Observation and Response Department.
General! The proximity alarm! We have multiple signals coming at us from behind the moon. We are under attack!
Good. We have waited long enough. Our weapon battery's ready, Gunner.
They are fully charged, General.
Then you have my leave. Open fire as soon as they are in range. Burn them from the heavens. Send them early to the hill we all crave.
Magister, we've lost the pinnacle and Kieran's pride.
The station's kill zone is further out than we thought. Emergency action. Release the guard. Avengers, assemble!
We've lost Super Guardian Titan! Command! The fire's too heavy to break through without significant losses! We await your orders! Losses heavier than expected, Magister.
Should we pull them back?
No, Oracle. Tell them to press forward. Move the Lalandra in between.
Hold on, Gladiator. Anything, Carol?
Nothing from the station.
Send Manifold. Tell the guard to pull back and hold just beyond the kill zone.
They're in.
Then all the pieces are on the board, except for us. It's time to launch. Tell Hyperion to spin up the engines. We're on our way down. I'll be right behind you, Carol. You didn't have to... What I mean is... I want to thank all of you for this.
Thank us when we've earned it, human. What good is effort if we fail? Do best intentions soak up the blood and bury the fallen? And if beaten, who remembers the conquered? Not I. So save your thanks until we stand over the broken bodies of our enemies. Save it until we've won.
The peak. We should be able to use any of the access panels on the command level. So, kiddo, what level is this? I'm pretty sure Eden put us right where we needed to be, Widow. But look out!
As expected, like thieves in the night, like cowards afraid of their shadows. Sneaking in here to shame me once again. Well, you'll find the Black Dwarf is hardier fare than that. More than enough to choke on.
Manifold, get back to the ship. Tell them we're not going to get the field down in time. Bring back up!
Critical damage to the Benevolence, pulling the carrier back.
Heavy losses on the right flank, sending 3 heavy frigates. Should have let me bring drones. Good for blockades, good for sacrifice.
Hold! The humans will succeed in bringing down the station. It's their world they're fighting for. They have to win.
Oh no, they've left already, haven't they?
They have. Why are you here and not on the station?
Little problem. One of Thanos' generals is there. We're not going to be able to gain control of the peak quickly enough. They'll get hammered going through the kill zone. What should we do?
Why do you still stand?
Does a tree fall from a slight breeze?
You die well, human. But dead is dead, isn't it? Farewell. Ah!
Get your companions, humans. Do your job. We will handle this.
A Strontian prince, a Kree judge, a relic from a broken empire, and some dead thing from another place and time. This is all you have. This is your best. What gods have you slighted to die in such poor company? Ah!
The day is almost done, villain.
Villain! Villain! You are Imperials, enabling or even ruling hundreds, thousands of worlds, and you speak as arbiters of what? Justice, fairness, honor, right and wrong, good and evil. What person with real power speaks of such things? Who believes it?
I do, Black Dwarf. And you, have been judged.
Well, that was more enjoyable than anticipated. What now?
We still have the pirate fleet to send running. So that is what we will do. We still have the pirate fleet to send running. So that is what we will do. While the Avengers fight for Earth. And battle to vanquish the tyrant who holds their world.
We had saved the universe, but lost the Earth. The pirates and thieves of Thanos had surrounded our world, like parasites attaching themselves to a host. It was a barricade keeping us from home. A wall that had to come down. So we broke them first. We broke through, and we made for Earth. Sustained too much damage pushing through the blockade. Hell, we're fortunate I was able to get us down in one piece. Bad news is we've got to be a good 100 miles from the target area. Look around, Carol. It's Earth. Home. It'll do just fine. As for the target, the coordinates Iron Man gave us put that location and Thanos southwest of here. Call it 220.25 degrees. Distance around 52 miles. Hyperion?
I see it. Appears to be an excavated build-out, an in-ground structure. I'm picking up 5 life forms. One is in some type of containment field.
That would be the sun. Okay. Hulk, knock on the front door. Soften them up. Distract them. We'll be right behind you.
Harness your appetite, Banner! Leave some for the rest of us!
Above Earth, the peak, headquarters of the Sentient World Observation and Response Department. It looks like they're vectoring out. They're on the run. We did it! Maybe not. Exo database shows a high probability that they're gaming a retreat, disguising the fact that they're lining up for one last go at us, Sam. Death-worshipping space pirates. Why would they not fight to the bitter end? I've never pretended to be something I'm not, Izzy. You ask me an existential question, I'm afraid all I have is a healthy dose of common sense. Yeah? What's that tell you to do, Sam? Beat some sense into him. Wakanda, the necropolis, headquarters of the Illuminati, controlled by Supergiant. That seems to be the last of the foot soldiers. Strange. They fought like they were coordinated, controlled. Yes, attacking in waves, automatons. But that's a solved problem. How's our other one coming, Anthony? Almost there. Is your armor picking up anything from inside the room? The bomb has to be powered on. The readings are off the charts. I'm in. Hopefully we're not too late.
Too late for what? To save me from whispering in the king's ear. To stop me from finding your bomb. To save your world. Answer them, Inhuman. Let them know if they are too late or not.
He's not going to. She has his mind. Of course he is. Move back, beast. You won't.
The bomb. Black Bolt. You servants of Thanos have no idea what kind of arrogance it takes to believe the power you are trying to control can be controlled. You push us all to the brink and over the edge. So very well, let me show you the abyss. The hidden Inhuman city of Orlon.
We have lost contact with Black Dwarf and our agents on the peak, Master. It seems the human heroes have returned here with significant support from other worlds. Our time runs short.
Don't you love chaos, Corvus? It's then that lesser creatures lose their mettle, submit to instinct, panic. But it's when those like you and I thrive. I will kill my son now, not as some reaction to the noise, but because it pleases me to do so. Ma, release the boy. Let him... what is this? Do you see, Corvus? All life is noise. All life is a distraction. Therefore, it has no real value, and must be treated as the diversion it is. Kill this beast for me. Make it suffer.
He's fast, my love.
Then a wider net, perhaps, dear Midnight.
No, a denser one. My spear was forged from a sun trapped in distorted space-time. All at once, it was a life-giving new star, and also an all-consuming supernova. Thanos took it from its maker and gave it to me, and now I give it to you. Do you feel that, monster? That's the weight of a star holding you down.
A thick hide on this beast, Proxima, but even super dead skin cannot stop a glaive that cuts atoms. I'll hang your head on a mantle above a roaring fire. I'll look up at it and smile. Nah!
Now this is more like it. Necropolis.
Again, Inhuman. Again!
T'Challa, I can't hold them for long. Quickly! All I have is a rumbler. There's no way we won't be caught in the— Use it! Don't do it. Don't be a fool. There's only a few seconds delay. You'll kill yourself along with everything else.
Do you know where Thanos found me? In an orphanage for the badly damaged, the unwell. The lost ones who had experienced so much horror at a young age that all they wanted was for life to end. My cribmate was Thanos' very first tribute. I watched as he gloriously butchered his own child, and then I begged him to honor me the same way. He promised me he would, but only if I would help him kill all his other children. I gave him the only thing I had of value, my word. Then I waited years for the tyrant to finish what he had started. Years for him to do what he promised. The last child of Thanos is on Earth, no? Then here is me fulfilling my word, Master. And your end as well, for making me wait.
Orlan.
Are you watching, Thane? They are here. Your last chance for salvation. The human heroes of Earth. Your only hope. Do you think they can save you from Thanos? I don't, and neither should you.
Damn, how did you do that?
Oh, I can do much, much worse. You've probably lived your entire life believing how all of this should be. Cherish life. Lift up the unfortunate. Be honorable, and above all, be a good man. Do these things, and the universe will reward you in some way. It's an ethos, and a noble one at that. Believing in hope. Listen to me, boy. All hope is fleeting in the face of Thanos.
Necropolis.
The bomb is fully charged, which follows unlocking and charging the machine. And according to the knowledge I took from the Inhuman King, all that remains to detonate the bomb is activating the trigger.
Now, normally you're just my kind of crazy, but there are plans underway that I am invested in. So, I'm torn. Give it to me. How about I give you what you want, if I get what I want?
Which is...
Same thing I always want. Me looking like the smartest guy in the room. Deal? Deal. So here's your palm being triggered. And here's me telling you that you forgot about the most dangerous thing in the room.
No!
No!
The peak.
Level's clear. Crack it if you can. If not, we need to move on to the hangar and get back out there.
No.
No, we're in, Shang.
External monitors online. We've got an ops center.
Putting everything on.
The screen. He's really coming around, isn't he? Starbrand is becoming both the hammer and the anvil. Well, that was something. Am I reading this right, Hawkeye? It looks like they're in full retreat.
Bugging out. We won.
Not yet. Any word from the Earth Widow? Patching into Avengers Tower. Being rerouted. Anyone home?
Natasha, is that you?
Yes, we've locked down local space. What's left of Thanos' fleet is in full retreat.
All right, good. You've got Overwatch. Pick the hottest of hotspots and send reinforcements. Wakanda, New York. And I'm sending you the coordinates of where I'm headed. This isn't done yet. Orlan.
You're telling me that I should give up?
That there isn't a chance? Well, I don't believe that. There's always a chance.
Not the way you mean. Not in any way you would imagine.
Behind you, Sun God.
What?
Ah! Does it sting? Does it burn? Does it feel like the end?
Carol! Get up! We've got to... Steve! Behind you!
Two great captains, doing what all captains do best. Farewell, humans. You were weak and deserved such a humble ending.
Get behind my shield, Carol! Steve! Ah!
Impressive. He deflected two of... No. No!
Ah! Tell me, monster, does it sting? Does it burn? Because this is your end.
You cannot threaten someone with what they want.
Call it a gift, then.
Corvus! Corvus! I have it! I have you! No!
Get up. We're not done here. We haven't even started. Ah!
It's all becoming clear now, isn't it? See, Thane, there's both light and dark. There is no unwritten universal rule that says good men always win, so they don't. In the end, all that remains are the whispered prayers of the condemned, and the hope that there's a God up there listening.
Do it again.
Is that all? Or do you have something more?
One of us will perish here today, Titan. One of us dies now.
Don't you love chaos, Thane? It's in times of chaos that lesser creatures lose their mettle, submit to instinct, panic, run. But it's when some thrive. So as you witness Thanos unable to be beaten by mortal or immortal, I release you.
Why?
To see if you've evolved. To see if you'll run. You've spent your whole life running from who you are, trying to be that good and noble man. Well, here's your chance for one final good act. You can save everyone, but in doing so, you'll become what you've fought for so long. You have a decision to make, boy. Will you reach out and take what is yours? Are you the son of Thanos?
Yes, I am Thane, son of Thanos. Son of Thanos. What have I done?
If you've wondered what was worse than death, now you know. Thane, son of Thanos, greater than his father could ever hope to be, greater than a world like this one. No single world can contain what you will become. After all, what is one world for a man that could have many?
Wake up, Steve. Bad dream? That depends. What kind of world am I waking up to? Ours. What happened, Tony? Did you and the cavalry arrive? Save the day? No. It was the son. He appears to be quite a gifted boy. His left hand is death, and with it he killed this entire village. And his right hand, something darker, living death. The Himalayas, once the location of now-fallen Attilan.
This feels ceremonial, brother. Is it our funeral? I think it should be. After all, what could the royal family, any of the Inhumans really, believe except that we are dead? That you were killed by Thanos, and that I died in the destruction of Attilan. They will mourn us. You more than I, perhaps. But they will mourn us. Because we're not going back to them, are we? Why else would you be leaving the Codex here, where it's been hidden before, to be found by whoever would take up your mantle? But I can't stop the spiders from crawling through my mind, weaving the same question in all their webs. Why? Why this trickery? Why the nature of the bomb? Why sacrifice the city? Why? Why do these things unless... Oh, brother, who's the mischief maker now? You were always going to scatter the remains of our people like seeds, because, Thanos or no, You were always going to detonate the bomb. I was so wrong. You did not give us the last inhuman age, but the dawn of a new one.
What followed was the natural order of things, the rebuilding of what was broken, not just on Earth, but in the heavens as well. On Wan Prime, the Ex Nihili mourned their fallen brother and celebrated their reformed family, rededicating themselves to being what they were created to be, a force for creating life throughout the universe. They started from here and spread, repairing worlds that the builders had scarred, and creating new ones for those who no longer had a world to call their own. On Chandalar, the Shi'ar throne world, Gladiator vowed to expand the Imperial Guard, to rise up and fill the vacuum left by heroes lost and warriors fallen. But not all that rushed to fill that void had honorable intentions. The Supreme Intelligence accepted the return of the Accusers into the fold of the Kree Empire. On Hala, the drums of war continued to beat. On Tarnax II, the Skrull Empire was officially reborn with the crowning of Emperor Kl'rt. All Skrulls were born with conquest in their blood, and expansion was their birthright. In many ways, they could not help what would follow. As it was when drones of Annihilus captured the converted stargates on Praxis II, leaving open a portal bridging the negative zone to this universe, the high holy days of the end times were officially upon us. Praxis II is now called Annihilation World. And under the discipleship of the Ebony Maw, Thane, son of Thanos, would grow to become something worse than his father could have ever dreamed. A fitting match for what we learned was a dying universe. A fitting match for the end of everything. What did you tell the others? That I would take care of it. And they believed you. Why would they not? They see the world as they want it to be, not as it is. No need to be so fatalistic, T'Challa. Anthony built this current Avengers team to handle the impossible. And look, they did. They exist to build hope so we can build the unthinkable. You know this. Different machines are often made with different tools.
And cemeteries are littered with dead men who died still believing they would not. Our world is dying. What are we going to do about it, gentlemen?
We continue, and though it may cost us our very souls, we gather the proper tools necessary. And we build, preparing for the unthinkable. Wakanda, the Necropolis.
Where are you, brother? Come out.
You make it sound as if I was hiding, Shuri. I can smell the smoke from the still-burning fires. The Golden City needs a queen. What brings you to the Dead City?
Dead Wakandans. The energy broke the walls and poured into the capital. They made piles from the dead bodies to stand on and taunt us.
And look how they fell.
What took you so long? Where were you?
Here. This place was overrun by the armies of Thanos as well. I came as soon as I could.
I think he lies, my queen. I think without his crown he has become a coward. Maybe he always was one.
Your queen rules Wakanda, but here I am king. Speak again at your own peril. I'm sorry, sister. Yes, the walls were broken, but the city stands. We will rebuild again.
T'Challa, what have you been doing in this place?
Necropolis does not concern you, sister. What happens here is of no matter to the kingdom.
Lies. What is the meaning of lies? He lies, Queen Shuri.
How dare you?
We loved you more than our lives, my king, but no more! You have lost your way. You have lost your soul. What is going on here, brother? Well, don't do this. Tell me. Namor. What? The Prince of Atlantis has been here many times since he attacked our city. While Wakanda has been at war with Atlantis, the Submariner has been here many, many times. They consort with one another. Shorty, please. You don't understand. Then explain it to me. Tell me why. I cannot. We are leaving. Wait. It's not what you... Get your hands off me! You are no longer welcome inside the city, brother. And this is not done. But there are funerals I have to attend. Friends I have to bury. You once told me that this was a holy place. That the goddess lived here. I did. You're a damn fool, T'Challa.
Very well done.
You cannot be so bent as to think this is the time to taunt me, Namor. You simply cannot be that stupid.
Oh, I am not taunting you, T'Challa. I am applauding your bravery. And it is bravery. I did not know it myself until recently, but I am fully capable of seeing it now. I am seeing so very clearly these days. See, now you know what I know.
And what is that?
What it's like to face death having already lost everything that you hold dear. You spent your entire life building a perfect kingdom, and now you've been cast out. You could have told her many things. What we are doing. The nature of you and I. You could have said, Namor is here now. I can give him to you. But you did not. Because you know. What we used to call life has very little worth these days. Welcome to the very edge. For it is the perfect place for kings who have lost their kingdoms. It's worse than expected. Well, worse than most expected. I wasn't optimistic at all. What great philosopher was it that said, put a man on a throne and suddenly he thinks he's a god, capable of things far beyond his capacity? Who was that? Oh, that's right. It was me, Maximus the Mad. As a result of the Terrigen bomb, your powers are greatly diminished. I wouldn't say you are half the man you were, but any of your wives might. So, of course, we'll have to hide this. Say, brother, let's make a deal. You don't say a word, and I'll lie right through my teeth. No one will ever know the difference.
The Sanctum Sanctorum of Doctor Strange.
There's something different about you, Doctor. I can tell.
How hard is it to see a blood moon in the night sky? For a very long time, I like to think of myself as a man with a foundation, of having purpose, not someone defined by living on the periphery, someone catering to the impulses of others. Different, Wong. Yes, very much so. I want you to leave this room. Bar the door. Do not enter. Do this regardless of what you might hear or what you might think is happening. If I have not emerged in 3 days, summon Reed Richards. Tell him the room and the Sanctum Sanctorum itself must be dispatched from this plane. I plan to use the Blood Bible.
Master,
The cost is do it now, Wong. Time grows short. And I am tired of watching others make choices of consequence while I do nothing.
If I am to be damned by these decisions, then let it be using all the resources at the disposal of a sorcerer supreme. For I am not a pawn. I am the Doctor. Necropolis.
The tyrant and his henchmen were more precocious than we initially thought.
Several of the antimatter devices had been tampered with, set to explode if activated. Others were rigged to dump the core if the protective shell was opened. We had to go through and check each one thoroughly.
Which is why it took this long to get to you. I hope you understand.
Don't, however, expect an apology.
Of course. What man worth anything regrets doing what is necessary? You succeeded, I assume.
There was an incursion. You must have felt it.
I did, and Rabbam Allah still hears my prayers. Once again, your world has been spared. Once again, by the hands of others and not your own. How much longer do you think that's going to last?
I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll figure this out. Do what we do.
Solve the problem. Save the world.
Save the worlds.
I think not. You're nearing the end of being passive. This time of talking about what to do is drawing to a close.
You don't know that, Black Swan. Everything has a solution. Everything.
And just how did you solve this incursion, Reed Richards?
We didn't have to.
You're making my point for me.
Actually, it's interesting. They were a multi-universal ancient civilization called Builders, who it seemed...
Oh, the Builders, you say. How very ominous. That is indeed some threat.
I don't think you understand what we're talking about. Perhaps you don't know what all we and our friends have just been through.
System creating universal migrants, creators and engineers more than capable of destroying worlds. Did you not find it strange that they were limited in how they moved throughout your universe? That a race so advanced was limited to traveling in what was essentially a straight line? It's because their vessels were not built for traveling great distances outside of their superflow. See, they invested heavily in their conduit, and now without it, they are trapped and unable to elude Rabbam Alal. Just like you, just like me. Tell me, Stark, do I sound like I know what I am talking about?
If you know, then what's so damn funny?
Are you aware that these builders are confined to under 5,000 realities? Who worries about a Kulbi when facing an Idemu?
I don't know what who worries about a dog when facing a demon.
You're doing well, Henry.
I'm a quick study.
Aren't you all? So why is this so hard for you to understand?
I understand. There are worse things out there.
No, you haven't been listening at all. There are worse things coming. You fret builders, but what if it had been the map makers? Not just their Sidera Maris, but the masters themselves. What if it had been the Black Priests? And what if it had been the Sinusarum, the Ivory Kings? What would you have done? All of this, like children, playing. What you just went through, it only had the appearance of finality. It lacked the effect. That ends now.
Empires have collapsed, kings have fallen, men have perished, worlds have ended, and that's just the beginning. Everything dies.